Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Whenever you're watching this video, um, forgive me, I'm still having problems with my tooth, but I just came to do this really quick video. At first, I thank my subscribers for being here with me. I really appreciate you greatly. And I appreciate the ones that have been with me since I basically started being a content creator. I appreciate that. Through all the little ups and downs, I'm still here and you guys are still with me. To my new subscribers, thank you for seeing something in me that was enlightening. I don't know if it was entertaining, but enlightening. So I thank you as well. And I thank my future subscribers who may come or will come. I greatly appreciate you as well. Please like the video for me. Um, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's hard saying certain words with my tooth. But this is just going to be really, really quick. And I'm addressing, I guess, Big Man TV. Oh, and somebody asked me why I always do this when I kind of be talking or hold. They always see me when I'm taking pictures with my hands like this. It helps me stay focused for the most part. And it keeps my focus on point. I know that may not make any sense, but really that's what it does for me. But anyway, um, the thing I wanted to address with Big Man is this. You know, you're the victim card is not going to work for you in this particular area of YouTube. I won't call you retarded. I think in so many ways you're quite intelligent in so many ways because I've kind of noticed you, doing things back and forth and through your videos. But you've got to look at things this way. And I'm not sure why this happened with you, but before you ever hit 1,000 or close to 1,000 subscribers, you were generally a nice guy. As far as I can see, excuse me, guy. You were generally a good guy. Um, and not saying you couldn't beef, but you were just an all-around nice guy, good person. When you hit 1,000, it's almost as if you did an about face. Now, I don't know if the about face is truly who you are. I don't know because I don't know you. Um, and I don't know what was it about that 1,000 that piqued something in you to become the person that you present yourself to be at this point. But all of the people that kind of helped you and guided you, so to speak, or had your back, so to speak, or was doing their best to support you, you turned on all of them. And it's amazing to me when people say, they started with me. No, that's not the truth. You started with all of them. You started. Every beef that you attempted to generate, you started. None of the people that you talked about in your videos, none of them were attacking you. None of them were coming against you. None of them were saying anything negative about you. They applauded you. They applauded your advancement. They applauded your success and wished you even greater success in this particular area of YouTube or just in YouTube. But automatically, and I was shocked because I was one of the ones who really supported you. I said, give the guy a chance, because he's a nice guy. And all of a sudden, you came back. Everybody was a bee. Everybody wanted your opinion. Everybody was jealous of you. And all of this because you reached 1,000. And I don't know if that's a case of something that you just created in your own mind or if somebody put that in your mind. Because you do have a lot of people in your ear. And you do actually listen to a lot of people, but the thing is, you don't listen to the positive aspect of it. And I don't know if it's because you want to beef or you want to have that vitriol for everybody to help your channel grow further or get more views on your videos, but you just did such an about face that was so disrespectful and that was so, it just wasn't like you to do that. I mean, I can't put it into words. You actually, I don't know. You just all of a sudden everybody wanted to sleep with you and everybody was jealous of you. And these B's and these, I say W, but you spell hoes H. These H's and FUMFs and all this kind of stuff. And it's almost as if it came out of nowhere. It's almost as if you were trying, or you're trying to, I don't know, I don't want to say fit in, but you were trying to insert yourself where you were not a factor at all. No one was coming for you. No one was attacking you. No one was belittling you. It's like all of a sudden you came out then when you had whomever was in your ears to make you believe that was the case in order to pump you up, so to speak. You took it even further and on a greater level of disrespect. So the thing with me, and let me say this, I don't want your pain. No, I don't want your pain. I'm not trying to hit on you. And let me say this, I'm definitely not clout chasing off of you at all. So let me get that clear. Um, my channel is where it is, and if it's to be even greater or whatever it is to be, God will see to that. But you just did such an about face that it was almost like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And when people ask you, for the most part, okay, you need to kind of lay off a little bit because you don't really want this smoke, or you really don't want to get into this with me. And they came at you, and many of them didn't come at you hard like they could have or wanted to. The stuff that I saw, so to speak, it was on the surface type stuff, a little light stuff, a little shade, because I guess they didn't want to hurt your feelings or didn't want to go there with you. But you kept digging and digging and digging, and you kept coming for people, and the people only responded to you in the way they did because of how you came to them. It was never their mindset to come after you or come against you, anything like that. Matter of fact, they were so supportive. Most of the people that you got over there now, believe it or not, is because the people that you're now cursing out, calling names, and belittling, they were the ones who helped you get to where you are. So it's funny that you now, blame them and say they're coming against you and you haven't done anything and you haven't said anything, and these B's and MFs, jealous of you and hating on you. No. No, 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 no. That's so far from the truth. They're not. But they're seeing this transformation that took place literally overnight because of some numbers. For what? I mean, for what purpose? So I just came to say that to you. I'm not telling you to change your platform or change your stance on however you want your channel to be. I'm just saying consider yourself first as being the catalyst for the negativity. I'm sure there's other ways to beef and all this kind of stuff without, going through all the stuff that you've gone through by just picking people who has helped you and just you can't throw them under a bus because there's no bus to throw any of them under. But for you to be that disrespectful, it amazes me. And you could talk about me. I don't. Most of them will tell you if you ask them, I don't get into beefing back and forth and back and forth. And when things happen with me, I literally, and I mean this from my heart, I let God deal with it or deal with the person. And there are some people who some things have happened because they came at me, but I never came back at them or responded. That's not my purpose for being here, and that's not the reasoning for me being here. And people say, I think I'm better. No, I don't think I'm better than anyone, especially in the area of YouTube and the beef sector. There's so many people who are doing much greater and better than I am. But there's a simple standard that I live by in my natural life. And so there's no reason for me to come on YouTube and be something totally different than what I know to be true about me. And I think the best way for me to do that is present myself as myself. But you're getting into these beefs because you're starting these beefs. I mean, I don't know about the things they say about your mom and all that because I don't watch a lot of videos, but I give a good example. People have sent me emails, and some are very good and very positive and very loving, but some are very nasty. They talked about my mother who passed away. She's dead. And they talked about my father who recently passed away in a derogatory manner. But it wasn't in my spirit or in my nature to come at them or fight them or, whatever. And that may appear to some people as being weak. No, it is. I'm not weak, but you're not going to coerce me or trick me into coming out of who I am. Basically, when I hit 1,000, I was grateful, thankful. And the one thing I thought of it as was it open up doors for me to do like lives, which I haven't done yet. But that was just another avenue um, for me to be able to do things in this particular area of YouTube. But I didn't think to myself, okay, now if I start beefing with this person and cussing this person out and attacking this person, my channel will grow. No, that's not how it grows. It's just not. And I know a lot of people doesn't like certain people, and you think if you talk about them, that'll draw them to your page. But the only thing that really does is it may draw them initially, but even they get tired of it because they're handling their own business or beefs on their platforms, on their channels. And so at some point it becomes too much or overwhelming. And so they gravitate to other people, if that makes sense, because it's just too much. And then it's the same people, and it's the same talk, it's the same rhetoric over and over and over. And it's almost like beating a dead horse, as people would like to say. So it's not a matter of anybody hating you, disliking you, trying to disrespect you. Because in this case, in the beef sector, for the most part, I have to be honest, disrespect is just the norm. It really is. Uh, and talking about things, that would possibly get under somebody's skin, again, that's the norm. Since I've been in the beef section, and at the time that actually started, it wasn't called the beef sector. Something is on my finger. It wasn't called the beef sector. It wasn't called anything. It was just people going at it, whatever, whatever. But like I said in my other videos, at that time it was very entertaining because it had not taken this darker route or dark route that it has now taken. But you've got to take accountability for the things that are coming at you or against you, or the things that are said against you. Um, you can't keep pointing fingers and saying everybody hates me and everybody's jealous of me. Everybody, no. First of all, you need to really get out of that frame of mind because that's not true. Because no one actually is jealous of you. As a matter of fact, I use myself. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you grow and get bigger as far as your counts and clicks, views, whatever the thing is. I want you to succeed. But the route that you're going and the route that you have gone is almost destroying your channel and destroying you as a person because you have to stoop to such a low level to think that that's going to raise you up to be something great. And it's not. It's all working against you. So, again, I'm not a person that's hating on you. I don't watch you that often. I really don't. And I'm not trying to shade you, but I'm just saying you need to consider the source, which is yourself, as being the catalyst for whatever attacks that's coming to you. And it's because of the things you generated and you began and you started with all the negatives, with all the calling people out of their names. And I think for every woman that's in this particular area of YouTube that you spoke against, for the most part, you say they want your peen. They want to sleep with you. They jealous because they want to sleep with you. Hey, baby. Just come out of that frame of mind altogether. That's not the case. So if anybody's coming for you or saying anything against you, it's because you started it. You initiated it. And the thing is, there was no reason for it. There was no purpose for you to initiate it at all because the people supported you. And they really, in essence, they liked you. But that 1,000, I don't know if that's the magic number for you. God forbid if you go further as far as your numbers than they are now, because just imagine what you will say and the people you will come for and the people you will attack for no reason. And it really was for no reason because no one was doing anything to you. They weren't backdooring you or talking about you or putting you down. No, they weren't. They were uplifting you. And the thing that's really funny, and this is in life, most of the time the people who was there uplifting and being a positive force or being something that'll be a gift, so to speak, to others, we don't draw to that. We draw to the darkness. We draw to, and you call yourself now the dark dragon and the big boss. And I notice you're using terminology that other people use, and you're trying to, in essence, take names from people's ideas and use it for yourself. See, you got to be original, number one, because you can't say you starting this. I'll put it this way. I can't remember what it was, Fight Night or whatever it was with the ring and all that. Well, everybody knows Demetri Lit All Day started that. So it wasn't an idea that just popped up in your head or something new. So I'm not trying to come to attack you either. I'm just saying consider the things that you do and be ready for the aftermath or be ready for the response. Whether you agree with it or like it or not, you brought that up on yourself. You brought that negativity, that negative vibe into your life and into your world. And I can't see where all of that is needed for a YouTube channel, but that's just me. I don't see why I have to create things or present myself in a way that I'm not in order to be, I won't even say like, but in order to get approval from people on YouTube. Don't sell yourself or sell your soul for nothing, especially for people. So um, that's just my message. And if I say something, y'all gonna say, well, he's trying to run his channel. I'm not trying to run his channel. I really don't care about that. But I think a revamping needs to be done. And I think, big man, I I just feel you have more to offer than what you're giving. That's more positive. Even if you want to beef, beautiful. I always say that in every video. I'm not against beefing. If you want to beef, beef until God calls you home or whatever. But I'm just saying, consider your actions when you're doing that and the repercussions of it. And you can't come and say, well, people hating on me because I'm slow. And no, it has nothing to do with your mental abilities or the lack thereof. It has to do with your character and the things that you're presenting and the things that you're saying and the things that you're doing. Um, if you want a different response, you got to put different information out there. That's all. But to think everybody wants your peen and everybody wants to sleep with you and everybody jealous because you're hooking up with this person or you're hooking up with that person or they your wife and they your whatever. Nobody's really interested in that and nobody's really paying any attention to it at all. You know, it's not on a level where you think it is. It just isn't. And so I just wanted to do a video to you and you can cuss me out, call me names. It ain't gonna be the first time, definitely won't be the last. But my interest was well thought of as far as you as a content creator to don't let this get the best of you and don't allow this to change the person you probably naturally are for the sake of a few clicks and the sake of a few views and likes and subscribership. Because like I said, you can go to other areas of YouTube. I was watching the other day. Somebody had 3 million views on a puppy. So just consider yourself before you get on here and say the things that you say. And cursing out people and calling everybody this and, trying to throw people out your chats and all that kind of stuff. It's like you just went haywire. Um, and I wouldn't approve it, but I can see if you want $1 million or something to make you kind of flip, but this is not worth you losing the human aspect of who you are. YouTube channel, it just isn't. So I hope you take this with respect as I give it to you in respect, and an appreciation that somebody really cares about, you growing your channel and you being a great content creator, because I believe you're very talented in a lot of areas. I believe you're very gifted. Uh, but being sidetracked by a lot of people in your ears and a lot of people doing this and that, and I don't know who's in your ear. Like I said, you don't know who's beefing with who until you kind of be on their platform or channel watching them. But it's just not that serious and it's not that important for you to sell yourself or or your character for a YouTube channel. So Know and believe nobody wants your pain. Everybody doesn't want to sleep with you. Everybody's not jealous because you're not picking them to be your wife or your girlfriend. You know, none of that is happening. Uh, you call Miss Bless, who's, you know, I just respect everybody, but she was another one that had your back heavily. You called her OB and OH and all this other type of stuff for no reason. For no reason, because you wanted a beef. Or you, I guess you imagine it would bring you a lot of clicks and a lot of views and people to your channel because a lot of people don't like her. But that's not the case. And as you can see, it's really not the case. So just think about it. You know, just think about it for a moment. And do you however you want to do it. I'm just saying, consider the source and consider where it began. As they used to say, all roads lead to a certain place. Well, in this case, all roads really do lead to you because you are the creator of your reality here on YouTube. Know that I love you, but God loves you so, so, so much more. You be blessed. Bye bye.